What's going on, good people? First things first, I just want to say, as people trickle in too, I still might be venting on this, but I just want to say, first things first, go ahead and check out the runusa.com. We got all the great articles up there from not just me, but other talented journalists. Check that out, man. Check out the great work on there. We putting up new content just about twice a week with great articles. Also, if you know anybody or you or yourself think you're a great writer, be sure, man, go ahead and check on. So, yeah, go ahead and tap in the runusa.com. All right, so another thing I want to get to talking about. We recently going to start doing things through our via Instagram. Everything shut down. The studio still shut down. So one of the ways we're going to be able to connect with our audience, I guess, not only through the website, therunusa.com, but also through the Instagram. We want y'all to go check that out, but we also want to keep stuff going on our Instagram as well. So one of these things is we're going to be talking about a lot of things through here. The interviews that we do, it's going to be through guests on Instagram Live, all of that. So, but one of the topics, me and my co-host, we're going to talk about it in a second. We're going to come back and we're going to be doing a live in a second. But one of the main things is that I wanted to touch on this Giannis Antetokounmpo. Recently, he signed this huge contract with the Milwaukee Bucks, $228 million for 5 years with the Milwaukee Bucks. Damn, that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. That is a lot of money. The average person is signing that for sure. And I'm happy for the man that he getting paid like that. And it shows that the Bucks don't want to lose him. But here's where the things come into play with me. This is my opinion on this, because not only is he getting a lot of money, almost like $45,000 a game or something like that. Just if you breaking it down that far, pretty much 45 million a year for the next 5 years. But that's cool. That's cool and all. But my thing is, damn, who wants to go play in Milwaukee? Who do you know who's really going to think it's enticing to go play in Milwaukee? The Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, I get Giannis Antetokounmpo is there, but at the end of the day, nobody's going to want to go play in Milwaukee, bro. At this point, with him signing this contract, he's done winning. He's not, his chances of winning the championship, just, it's over with. It's through. He's not winning anymore. So it's a wrap on that. It's a wrap on that. I don't think any big star, I know it was talks of James Harden going to play in Milwaukee, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think he more so going to go to Philly. I'll touch on that in a second too, as well as later on with the Coles. But I just really feel like Giannis Antetokounmpo's chances of winning has really just decreased with him signing that contract. I give him 3 years max. I give him 3 years of enjoying his time and having a good time in Milwaukee. But after that, him enjoying his time in Milwaukee, it's going to be through. He's going to get tired of losing or getting to the conference finals and losing, because him and Chris Middleton, that's not enough. That is not enough for the Milwaukee Bucks. They need help. They need a James Harden. They needed a Chris Paul, somebody like that, because Giannis still can't shoot. He need more shooters on that team. He need people who can help distribute, people who can attract the defense and give him a rest, damn it. But with Giannis, him signing that contract, great. I love the move. Him securing the bag for him, his family, his loved ones. But at the same time, he's done. He's not winning. He's about to be ringless. Ringless. Everybody who tried to dog Carmelo off of being ringless, hey, Giannis is next. He's ringless. All right, next thing too. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. It could just be me. But I personally do not understand why everyone was so upset about LiAngelo Ball being cut from the Detroit Pistons. First off, this dude he was not a superstar or anything of that manner. No, he was your average Joe who barely got into the G League. So I was really, really confused. It's not like we have freaking LaMelo Ball. And if it was LaMelo Ball and we was doing some stuff where we cut him, then that's different, because he can ball. We've seen him hoop. But think about even when LiAngelo and his brother was in high school. We never heard any huge buzz from LiAngelo Ball. Lonzo Ball, when all three of them was in high school together. Lonzo Ball, we heard him blowing up when he was in high school. He went to college, his name was still big. It skipped straight over LiAngelo. It just went straight to LaMelo. Straight to LaMelo. But yeah, we want to act like LiAngelo that sweet. Nah, he can barely shoot. He ain't that tall. He ain't that quick. He ain't that fast. I personally was more so happy for LeVar to see all of his kids in the league at one time, even though it was a short period of time. I was more so happy to see LeVar and his kids, or LeVar see all of his children in the league at one time, more so than I was for LiAngelo Ball, because I don't know why we was expecting him to be that sweet, or why people was having these expectations as if he was as sweet as Lonzo or LaMelo. That was not the case. Pistons got the short end of the stick from the jump when they got LiAngelo Ball. LiAngelo Ball was not that guy. He was not the person to bring faith and bring hope back to Detroit. That's not the case at all. I don't know where that narrative came from. And then people was looking at the Pistons like, oh, they messed up. They're going to be upset that they got rid of LiAngelo Ball. Oh, Jello is go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Stop it. People was being upset because they was acting like LiAngelo was supposed to be that savior. No. The only person, in my opinion, who, from a Ball perspective, from LaMelo, LiAngelo, Lonzo Ball perspective, who was going to be that animal that brought Detroit back was LaMelo. But Michael Jordan was smart enough to make sure he secured that bag. And now look at Charlotte. Charlotte, low-key, they look nice over there. If we're being honest, Charlotte low-key look nice. They got Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball. Man, they got some young stars over there. And I know it's only preseason, so I don't want to get too hyped. But they low-key balling. They doing their thing over there. So I'm like, cool. But as far as the Pistons, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that we got rid of LiAngelo Ball. If anything, we was gonna give him some unnecessary money that he didn't really deserve. I still think we got a good young core. I love that Derrick Rose is taking the veteran approach. I love that Killian Hayes is an animal. I love his young talent and his experience. That's why I was most likely happy. That's why I was very happy when we drafted him, because of his experience. Yeah, he may not have played in the league. Yeah, he may not be, he may not be LaMelo. He may not be a 6'9" PG or a 6'8" ball handler. But at the same time, he played overseas since he was like 16, 17. And, man, anybody who plays basketball will tell you the more you do anything, the better you're going to get. And him playing around grown men and some of the best overseas talent from such a young age, I just already know. I'm like, he gonna get to the league, and we low-key might have landed on a gym, so I don't want to get too excited. But yeah, he kind of got a step back on him. I wouldn't say James Harden now. That's a little crazy. I wouldn't say James Harden. That's wild. Speaking of Harden, we all peeped that Harden, he look a little heavy out there. I don't think that's gonna slow him down. Clearly, the man can still hoop, and honestly, as long as James Harden can shoot, he's going to get his buckets. It don't matter how much weight. Actually, if he really did gain weight, I haven't looked at the actual statistics or the analytics behind of his weight and height and all of that again. But if he really did gain weight, it's gonna make him a little bit tougher to guard, especially if he's still just as fast and just as quick and still has his moves. It's going to make him harder to guard, because you got to think, he going to start putting the body on people. And that's going to be tough. And then you're going to start seeing him guarding 3s and 4s in the post and stuff, because he got the extra beef behind him. But I don't know, man. Well, Andre Drummond, he recently was talking about the way the Cavaliers' defense is set up. He looks like he might win Defensive Player of the Year. First off, I just want to say, first off, I don't have anything against this man's personality. I don't have anything against him as a person at all. My thing, I'm judging this man based on what he is producing on the basketball court. And what I see him produce, when I watch him and I see what he produces on the court, I see laziness and I see no effort. And it's not a game plan in the NBA. It's not a game plan from any coach that could possibly change a player's laziness and effort. That has to come within. So I don't want to hear a damn thing about I think I can win Defensive Player of the Year with this new defensive scheme. Hell no. You ain't winning a goddamn thing if you don't play no defense with some effort, or if you don't hustle your behind down and up the court. People always talk about these 2020 games that he was getting in Detroit. That's cool. That's fine. But think about it this way. If you're 7 foot plus and you hang around the rim all damn game, and you playing all game, you are bound. You are absolutely bound to get 20 rebounds and 20 points. Please tell me I'm wrong. And if you think I'm wrong, look at Christian Wood. As soon as Andre Drummond left and Christian Wood stepped in, what the hell was he doing? Yeah, he may have not have averaged 20-20, but there were multiple games where he was putting up 20-20-20-20. He was dropping these 20-20 games. And I don't want to discredit the 20-20 games because it still takes being in the game. But all I'm saying is we're giving too much credit for it. We're giving too much credit for putting up 20 points and 20 rebounds as a center. As a man who was standing at 7 feet tall and over 200 pounds. We are giving way too much credit. If you stand under the rim, and then think about it this way. You know how many threes people are shooting these days? It's insane. People are shooting so many threes compared to way back in the day. It's misses after misses. If you're not playing against teams like the Warriors and good shooting teams, I guess, if you're not playing against good shooting teams, it's a rebound coming off the board every possession, every offensive possession. Now, those are statistics that people should be looking at. Look at those statistics to see how many threes are being shot compared to back in the 90s or compared to early 2000s. Look at those statistics and compare. And when you want to talk about, oh, well, he's a better shooter than him and they can shoot better, they're the best shooting team and stuff like that. No, look at those statistics or look how many points this person is averaging. Look how many offensive possessions they were given. Or look how many offensive possessions they have in today's era because it's people literally coming up court, crossing half court and just letting it fly. Like, dog, they did no offensive game. They're like, no, nothing. They just letting it fly. And when you shoot long range, it's going to be a long rebound. So I'm just saying. But anyway, long story short, we're going to get to it. Check out therunusa.com, man. Check out the articles, all of that. Check out the podcast as well on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iPodcast. Whatever you use for your podcast, check it out. We also going to be on YouTube as well, The Run with Manny Wilson on there. So be sure to check us out, and we're going to be back real soon, man. So go ahead, check us out.